didn't Rogan say something to you? Did Rogan say something to you publicly? Like you should do like, was that like, did that bother you or no?
He said previously before the big like intervention that was it was Rogan's most downloaded podcast for years. Then he did the one with Elon Musk and Kevin Hart, which I think beat me out now. But previously to that, he's always been like, you need to do stand up. Like he would say it on the podcast. I'm like, no, you're crazy, man. But inside, I'm like, hell yeah. After my last fight, Brian was sitting front row, and Rogan went by Callan and was like, the good thing is he's not hurt. He needs to stop though. He needs to get out because I can tell his heart's not into it. He has his mindset on other stuff. Because I've been around the game long enough. He's gonna get hurt if he sticks around. And so, I lost that fight in the first round. And then I had told my team even before I walked out, even during training camp, this is the last one, man. I don't want to do this anymore. I don't enjoy this. I want to start pursuing comedy and, really focus on my podcast. So that seed was set. And then I remember I think it was a Sunday or Monday when I flew back from my last fight was in Vegas at the MGM. So I was flying back and I told Callan, go, hey, let's do an emergency podcast, man. I want to get my feelings out. I just want to tell people how I feel right now. And I think that's why the show got to the level it's at, because I was very authentic and I didn't hold back and I'd cry and shit all the time, whatever I was going through. I was very raw. Okay, let's do an emergency podcast, man. I want to talk about this Travis Brown fight and what I want to do. And he goes, cool, man. I'll meet you in the studio in an hour. I go, cool. And I'm in my car driving. Brian calls me. I'll never forget this. And he goes, hey, I just spoke to Rogan, man. He wants to do it with us. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, Rogan wants to do it with us, but he wants to do it at his studio. And so I go, okay, but listen, dude, I don't really want to talk about the fight too much. Like, let's just have fun. I just need to have a good time. And Brian's like, I would never let that happen, dude. Yeah, no, Rogan's not going to do that. I'm like, okay. So I thought he talked with Rogan. But what Rogan's plan, and a lot of people don't realize, that huge episode with Rogan was actually a Fighter and the Kid. It wasn't a JRE. We just did it in Rogan's studio. But that was so we sit down and, I'm like, dude, get the whiskey out, get the weed out. Let's have some fun, man. Put some bitches on TV or whatever, whatever the hell we can do. About octopus for 30 minutes. Little did I know, Rogan wanted to have an intervention and wanted to make it, very clear that he thinks I need to stop, and it was very awkward and kind of, I was embarrassed and I was really, really mad at him. Like really, really mad.
I was going to say, did that piss you off? Yeah.
Yeah. I was really, really angry at him, like very, very upset, especially what was going on. And I've never watched it, but I remember feeling like such a rage where if he wasn't a closer friend, I would have fought him. And it's hard to get me to that level, but I felt like super disrespected and embarrassed. And then the show wrapped, but I could tell, like, Rogan he was damn near crying, telling me to stop fighting. And the show wrapped, and Rogan goes, I don't think we should air that. I don't think we should air this one, man. It's just, I didn't mean to do that to you. It came off too harsh. And he goes, let me know what you want to do. And I sat in the chair for about 5 minutes. I'm like, nah, air it, man. Air it, because there's a lot of people out there, I think, that, they don't know what they want to do, and they might be stuck in something. And I'm fortunate to have a friend like you, man. It might help a lot of other people, and I'll be fine. I go, air it. Let's see what happens. It was a huge show, and that really was the launching kind of pad for my career, because people rallied around that. I think people were like, people were mad at Rogan. My family was really mad at him. But B, people probably wish they had a friend like Joe Rogan to do that. So my dad was so mad at him, man. My dad was so mad. But in hindsight, he was doing it because he knows I can do something else. And now we're here in 2022, and goddamn was he right, man. And,
yeah.
I owe my entire career to him. I love him like a brother. I talk to him damn near every day, man. And thank God he did that. Thank God he did that. But yeah, that was a tough pill to swallow. But there's those moments, I'm sure you've had those moments in your career where it's like, thank God it happened, man. At the time, you're like, what the fuck? But, thank God that happened, man.
Yeah, dude, that's amazing, Brennan. That's amazing story. And like, yeah, no, I didn't see the clip. I'm going based on what you said. I think I saw one thing years ago that was just him going, yeah, dude, you don't want to do it. And you're like, no, I don't know. And it was like literally 10 seconds. I didn't see I be with the kids and my thing. I don't listen to podcasts too much, even ones that I'm on.
I see nothing else. Dude.
I see, yeah,
nothing.
but
I'm producing my own material, but with Rogan it was like, and this is where like the competitors in me, because a part of me that a lot of people don't know is when he was doing that, the competitor in me went, almost, oh, you think I can't do this? Like, you think I'm done? And I was like, I'm gonna cut to 205 and fuck somebody up just because, dude. Just because I can do that. I'm not like you guys. I'll cut to 205. I'm gonna fuck some dude up. I'm beyond the mic. I'm gonna go, what's up now, Joe? What's up, dog? Thought you said I couldn't do this. Now I retire on my terms.
yeah.
So I literally walked out of that studio and was like, I'm gonna cut to 205. Hear it? I'm gonna fucking cut to 205. And I started dying for weeks. I'm eating one crouton and a lettuce leaf, trying to get down to 205, and 3 weeks go by, and I just woke up one morning and went, what the fuck am I doing, dude? And so I retired after that, man. I called the UFC that day. I was like, I'm out. And then I just got real serious with comedy and podcasting, man.